Man, you have got to be kidding me. This is why we can't have nice things. Today at Speedy's Garage, we're going to do a follow-up on how the ceramic coating as well as the Xpel clear protective film has been holding up on Project Go Man Go. And we're also going to have to repair the lower grill since the rock jumped up there and got it. Don't worry, Go Man Go, you'll be back good as new in no time. But it's 84 degrees and 69% humidity in the shop, so we're going to remedy that first. This mini split AC is probably one of the best additions I made to the shop when we built it. A buddy of mine, Kevin, recommended it. It's nice and efficient and quiet. And in about 15 minutes, it'll be 75 degrees in here. So I'll be back in a few minutes after it cools off. I'm back over at the shop and it's been about 20 minutes. Let's see how we did. All right, so 77 degrees and 41% humidity. It is much more comfortable in here, and as you can see, that mini split is extremely efficient. Kevin, thanks for the recommendation. So I'm going to start by repairing the grill because my OCD is kicking in and I can't stand to have a broken part on the car. I used a jack to jack up the front so I could get my race ramps underneath it to give me some room. I didn't want to drive the car in the shop with the doors closed, so that's why I used the jack to do that. Need a couple of lights so we can see. I'm going to use my impact driver, creeper to make things more comfortable under the car. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver or an attachment for your impact driver or whatever tool you use. And then you're going to need something like this. I thought they would be 1/4 inch, but they're nuts under the car. You can use a nut driver or something like that. I thought they'd be 1/4 inch. I was wrong. They're actually 7mm, so you'll need one of those. Keep that in mind. Wow, so whatever hit it did a pretty good job. Cracked the grill all the way over here. And it nicked the brace behind it. That won't be any big deal. That'll be hidden when we get our new grill in place. I'm just thankful whatever that was wasn't up here somewhere. It might actually punched a hole in the bumper. I had always wondered what these rubber plugs in the front spoiler were for. Now I know. That's how you get access to the bolts that hold the lower grill in. You just pull out these rubber grommets and there's bolts behind them that actually hold the grill in place. So you want to remove all of those all the way across, and that's where your 7mm bolts will come in that I talked about earlier. So there's 9 of those. Make sure you get them all. And next there's 6 Phillips head screws up top, all the way across. Take those out and it should slide out, I hope. Obviously you want to be careful. This is plastic that you're dealing with, so especially when you're putting the new one back in. All right, moment of truth. Voila. Okay, so here is our new grill. And there's the part number, 682-59758 Alpha Alpha. So when I need OEM parts like these, I only reach out to one of 2 places. Freeland Dodge, which is in Antioch, Tennessee. If you contact them, ask for Jack or Jerry. I also use East Coast Moparts, and I'll list the address down here. If you reach out to them, ask for Andy. Both of those dealerships support Challenger Fest each year, and they offer huge discounts on OEM parts. And like I said, the little brace behind the bumper actually did get a little nick or scratch on it. So I'm going to use some touch-up paint to fix that. You won't see it behind the grill, but knowing it's there will bother me. And for touch-up paint, I've had pretty good luck with this right here. It's Automotive Touch-Up. I believe their website is automotivetouchup.com, but you'll know you're at the right place when you see that logo. You actually type in your paint code and they mix it up and send it to you. They do pins, they'll do brush on, they'll do clear, pretty much anything you can need for touch-up paint. And it's a little bit cheaper than what you can get it from the dealer for, and I think a little bit higher quality as well. And with that done, we're going to reinstall the grill. It's just the reverse of removal. And notice it's got these slots with holes in it. Those slide into tabs on the bumper. You want to be careful not to scratch anything, obviously. And I'm going to start with the screws in the top. Only this time I'm not going to use any type of tool. I'm going to do it by hand because you are dealing with plastic. I don't want to over tighten it and take a chance on breaking something. They don't have to be too tight, just snug, because they weren't very tight coming out as installed by the factory. Underneath it's going to be the same deal. Reinstall the 7mm nuts, but I'm also going to do these by hand since we're dealing with plastic again. I want to break it. Kind of like playing Operation. And finally just pop back in the little rubber bushings or grommets. If yours are old and brittle for some reason, you can put a little WD-40 on them. Mine are fine, they're going in nice and easy. But you can put a little WD-40 on them to help them go in if yours are brittle for some reason. Pay attention to the ones that look like squares. They're actually rectangles, and they only go in one direction. You're going to have enough trouble with them. And there we go, good as new. Okay, so with our repair out of the way, we can start talking a little bit about the Xpel clear protective film as well as the ceramic. So I'm glad that rock or whatever hit the lower grille actually was where it was at, because it could have caused quite a bit more damage to the car. Even the clear protective film I don't think would have been able to withstand an impact of that size and power, for lack of a better term. But what I will tell you is that the front end of the car still looks like brand new, and I've got about 6,000 miles on it now. And compared to the old car Orange Crush, it's a night and day difference. About every 6 months or every 5,000 or 6,000 miles, I would actually have to take touch-up paint and go over the front end of Orange Crush for about 30 minutes, just filling in little nicks and whatnot. So the clear protective film, the Xpel, has definitely done its job, and I'm extremely happy with it. As for the ceramic coating, it has been phenomenal. He used the GTechniq. Eric from TrueShine was the guy that put it on for me. He's a local installer. And he told me, he said, you're gonna find that you have to wash the car less after it's ceramic coated. And I thought it might make a little bit of a difference, because it does make the car feel slick, like it's, you know, super wax or something like that. But I had this done 9 months ago, and unbelievably, I have only had to wash the car 1 time in 9 months. Now, I don't get it out and drive it in really bad weather. I do spot clean it, and the products that I use to spot clean it are what Eric recommended, and that is this X2O mixed up 15-to-1 and a little pump sprayer. I use a microfiber towel to make sure we don't get any scratches. And really the only thing I've had to even clean is the front where the bugs get, and the ceramic makes it so slick, just a light wipe and it comes out perfectly clean. And then maybe a little bit behind the front and rear tires. But other than that, wash the car once in 9 months and it still looks that good. And I'm not exaggerating, like literally wash the car 1 time in 9 months. Other than that, I've just wiped it off. No scratches. The finish is extremely hard and durable. You can see that there. So probably some of the best money I've spent on Go Man Go. Okay, so there's our update on the ceramic coating as well as the clear protective film. We've now got our lower grille repaired, so Go Man Go is ready to hit the streets. Okay, so there's an Easter egg in this video as a thank you to all the subscribers of this channel. As I'm going to start producing content weekly, so be sure to come back every Friday. That's when I will post the new videos. Be sure to hit subscribe and click the bell so you get notified of that new content. And as a thank you for all the people that have subscribed to this channel, we hit the 10,000 subscriber mark not too long ago, and just this week we hit the 11,000 mark. I've hidden an Easter egg in this video. You have to be subscribed to my channel, and you have to comment below on this video of what the Easter egg is and what it means. If you've watched my channel for a while, it'll be super obvious. The first person to get it right, I'm going to send you a little something. I'll reach out to you and get your address to get you a little something in the mail. We'll run this for a week, so this video will publish on a Friday. 1 week later, I'll announce the winner in the comments, and I'll be sure to get that right out to you in the mail. And with that said, be sure to reach out to us on Instagram. It's @Speedy's_garage. We're also on Facebook. You can search Speedy's Garage there. We got the website, speedysgarage.net. And like I said, hit subscribe and click the bell, and I hope to see you out there.